can trigger audio events. You can blend between audio tracks as well in the timeline. So, and that's why I'm collecting this weird collection of sounds that I could find. Well, you know. And I will upload these as well. A whole bunch of sound effects that may or may not be useful. Oh, is that a nice one? Maybe use that. You found something good. That's not a dino roar. Maybe that'll be less useful. There's the roar. That must have been his sting at the start. Yeah, it's a long one. Maybe you'll need a monster, a roar of some kind. That's some opera music. Okay, that shouldn't be in there. Who knows? Oh no, you died. Aw. Aw. That could be anything, a lift, a machine, a door, anything. You won! You did it! Ting! Some swords, some kings, pigs, a gulp, and then just some very innocuous sounds. The boots. Who knows when you'll use them. Anyway, that's a nice effect, 16, 11, 17. That can be my... Oh, look! It's a checkpoint noise. Since I appear, checkpoint appears right there. I will have my noise play at the same time. Again, just add another track. Audio. Now it needs an audio source in my scene or my assets. I don't have one, so I'll have to import some. Ah. There we go. Collect. Nice. Okay, to make something run as an audio source, Saber, I need to have it in my scene. What is this one? Okay, opera. Oh, there's my audio source. I'm going to turn off play on awake because I want to play it by triggering it. And then just drop it into the source and drop it into the timeline. Oh, wait, I can't drop it into the timeline. So first I drop it into the audio source, then I right click and say add from audio clip. You know what? My audio source, it doesn't need to be bound to the track. I can actually just add an empty with an audio source. Then add the collect sound and put it where I want. Now my character enters here. Hey, a lovely bit of music plays, and then we're back. I can also layer up my music so I can have my audio track underneath. Music just playing. It's so tasteful. Oh. What do you mean now? What do you mean now? Chico, cover your ears. That's the power of Cinemachine and opera. Now, music doesn't really sort, does it? Let's find some better music. Here's some BG audio. What is it? I don't know. You have another option? Oh, more opera. Battle music. There we go. That'll work. That means the boss is coming. Yeah. Exactly. Universe music. It does sound like the universe. All right. Copy. And all of these I'll add to Moodle today, just in case you need them for anything, to good multi-purpose sounds. It can be hard to find just sound effects, to be honest. Let's make a folder for music. Then back in my timeline, I'm just going to blend these two musics together. So when one appears, let's say when we get to the 3D camera, we'll start the battle music. So if you ever used Adobe Premiere or anything like that, you know that splitting tracks up, it allows you to do that here as well. In our editing, just right click, you can split. And that'll let me delete that extra track, and I can expand the other song. Add from audio clip, battle music. Now from that moment on, it is battle music. Let's listen. Welcome to the world of Chico. Oh my god! Epic! Oh dear lord! The challenge! Go for Chico. Oh! Accidentally hit the camera move at the same time. But wait, there's more. Because just the same way that we can interpolate between our cameras to have smooth transitions, we can interpolate the same way in the timeline with audio. Just roll them into each other. And now it's going to fade from one to the other for a couple of frames. Just blend between the two. Onward, Chico. Onward. Oh, you did it. Right, back to the game. Oh no! Oh no, it's hard! It's too hard! Blend between the two. We can extend the blend even further. Actually, I'll go the other way. So it fades as we're doing that movement. Oh no. Look. So less, more of a fade. In fact, that kind of hurt the impact of it kicking in so fast. So blend when you need to. And then anything like the control stuff, you can handle in your audio mixer, audio clip on the timeline. Problems. I should have done that. Yeah. The thing is, this doesn't have any of the clips on it, it loads it in here and applies it. All right. Anyway, this is really just for like one-stop audio, stuff like that. Things you want to change, and then you have to script to get things to work. Speaking of scripting, if you do add scripting, it will ignore all of the timeline. I'll demonstrate real quick with the script here. I'm not going to make you write the script, of course, but I'll take you through what's happening here. We're using Cinemachine. Have to put that or it won't access it. We create some variables that are called Cinemachine Virtual Camera. They're just game objects. So it'll be an empty slot where you can put VCam 1 and 2. On start, we call the switch camera method, which is down here. And what it does is takes whatever the current camera is, and on key press, alpha 1, alpha 2, which is number 1 and number 2 on the keyboard, it'll change the priority. So at the start, everything gets a priority of 5, and then whichever one is cam priority, the argument here is going to be assigned 10. Let us switch between those two. Now you can do this is doing it with key presses, but then you could use this exact same code to just trigger with an on trigger enter on a collider. As you enter, it's like, oh, now trigger that little cinematic event, and so on and so on. So yeah, let's copy the whole script. Copy. And we're going to apply this to an empty. I'll create an empty that I will call cam switch. I'll add a new script. It will be called cam switch. Wait for that to figure itself out. And since we have 3 cameras, we're going to add an extra variable here, cam3. Alpha 3, VCam3. There we go. Somehow I gotta put that out for some reason. Oh yeah. Oh, I see what I've done there. So the script can't be loaded because I named the script cam switch and then I copied and pasted it from the notes as camera switcher. Class and file name must match. I just fixed that. Hey, there we go. VCam 1. I'll just grab VCam 1, bring it over. VCam 2, bring it over. And the dolly cam, bring it over. It appears I was incorrect. The timeline actually does remove that. Timeline actually does take over from the script, but once I'm done of timeline stuff, I can press 1, I go to 1, 3 to jump to 3. I'll open my console, you can see I'm adding these up. VCam 2, which is the checkpoint cam, I can press number 3 and jump to the dolly cam. Or press number 1 to get back to the player camera. So I'm controlling it there, which means you can trigger it as well as you're going through it. Yeah, and I think that's everything you need to know, really. Well, no, there is more. There's event triggers and stuff. There's more you can do in Cinemachine. It's big, but this is enough to do something fun and do something useful to your game. Okay.